Hi guys, happy Monday. I wanted to real quick come up here. I'm in between doing something right now, and I wanted to come up here and do a real quick the more you know, and I want to cover 4 topics today. I'm actually dealing with a migraine headache for like a few days, and it's not going away. So if my personality isn't there, it's hiding behind all this pain. So, but it goes away eventually. You guys know how that works. But anyway, so couple of things. I know on video, on social media and everywhere, people are talking about making sure there's COVID-19 relief, right? So there's homeowners relief, the renters relief, and all the SBA loans and everything else. One thing, if I would like to make a point, is nothing in the world is for free, even though it might seem like it's free, but there is consequences to everything that we do in life. It comes down to right now why we are sitting at home, because if we move, there's consequences to it, right? When you move, the virus moves with you. The virus stops moving when you stop moving, right? So consequences to every action in life, we've learned that throughout life, and it's a good reminder right now. There are a lot of lessons that we're learning right now in life, and that's one of them. So with the relief that's coming, just remember when they're talking about forbearance and where they're talking about deferred payments, one is tagged on in the back of your loan. One is where, let's say, if you deferred it for 3 months, when the 4th month comes due, you guys, now you owe 4 months of mortgage payment, okay? Forbearance is they just tag that onto the back of your loan. So nothing is for free. We just give you a little bit of relief where you don't have to come up with the money right now. But cut back. This is the time to do the budget. If you can pay. Because the deeper the hole, the harder it is to get out of it. We all know that, right? So I'm just going to leave it at that. But, there's funds coming. Some people are getting money. And that money is to pay your bills. It is to pay your roof over your head, food on the table. It is not to go spend it on other things, which sad that we have to point that out. But I look at people's finances for a living. I know what we do as human beings. Look, my sense of humor is coming back. Okay, so that's that. Program guidelines, lots of changes in the industry. Tons of changes in the industry. So FICO scores are tightened, which means we don't go down to 580 anymore, okay? So 620 on FHA and higher on the other ones. Loan to values have changed. Debt to income ratios have changed. Down payment, it has changed in some of the programs. Down payment assistance programs and jumbo loans are on hold. You know why? Because jumbo loans and down payment assistance programs require tax transcripts. The government is right now not giving us the tax transcripts. Therefore, we cannot fund those loans. So your sweet spot right now is the conforming conventional loans and high balance loans, which luckily that seems to be my market right now. So I think we're doing okay right now, crossing our fingers and praying that everything turns around and then we start funding the other loans. So if you've got, if you're a realtor out there, or if you're a consumer out there and you've got a jumbo loan out there that's in escrow, make sure you reach out to your lender. If you don't know the lender, if you haven't worked with them and you don't feel comfortable, reach out to me. You guys know you can always use me as a resource, whether I'm your loan officer or not, okay? I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. So that's that. So lots of changes on the guideline. I do a completely different video on it, probably next week, and go over maybe details of that. But just remember, a lot of warehouse lines were frozen as of last week for a lot of people out there. A lot of programs were halted, and a lot of lenders stopped taking loan application. So you've got a preferred lender on your team, have a heart-to-heart conversation. Ask the hard questions. Find out, okay? And then if you need help, reach out to me. Now, a post right below this video, I posted, it's for recruiting, because I'm obviously, putting it out there for anybody that needs a home to go to. We can always add on loan officers and support staff because, we have room. I actually put a link on there. It tells you all about our company, what we do, and how strong we are. We have $439 billion in managed assets, which is, backed by Blackstone, which is who we are backed by. So we're feeling solid. We're going to continue to do business. We're going to continue to serve our clients. Our clients are anybody that needs a home loan, whether you need it or you have a client that needs it, you need a home loan, you're my client. So reach out to me on that. Rates are actually, my team's locking, I haven't locked any. I actually locked everything on Friday, but my teams are locking at 3.5% on a 30-year fixed rate on a conforming conventional loan. That's where we're at. I don't know what the APR is, but like we've talked about on the rates, it's different files will have different pricing based on all these different scenarios. So what should you do? Social distancing is huge. I can't even, that's a completely different video on that. But there's nothing we can't do right now online and over the phone or via internet and all of that. So this is a good time for you to review, right? You got a budget because you have bills to pay and we're going to not have paycheck coming here. So start budgeting, review all of your, stuff that we have to cut back, our nails, our hair, our maid, our gardener, and then we start cutting back on Hulu and Netflix and all of that. Then you need to review your insurance, your car insurance, your home insurance. Then review all of your finances, anything that you can refinance to lower your monthly payment, because monthly cash flow is super important for you right now, right? So focus on that. And if you need help with it, even if it's a car loan or whatever, reach out to me. I can guide you. I have friends and families everywhere in every business. I've been doing it for 33 years now, so I can refer you to all of that. So just remember all of that, and we are continuing to do refinances. It was just really, really nice to have conversations with my clients last week and say, oh yeah, by the way, you're not going to have an April payment. You will now just make your May payment, and that was a huge relief for them. So yes, you can continue to refinance and get that skip a payment. That will help you a little bit. Lower your monthly payment, skip a payment. We're here to help you. We're 100% fully functioning remotely, and we kicked ass in March in our funding figures, excuse my French, and I think we're going to do really good in April too. So people are refinancing and people are taking advantage of it. And what are you going to do? We have time. So just do that. Social distancing is really, really important. Please, the sooner all this is done, the sooner we can go out and figure out our new norm, whatever our new norm is going to be. But right now, I think we just need to flatten the curve and listen to what they're saying. The virus is not moving if you are not moving. But if you are moving, then you're moving the virus with you, okay? The moment we all stop moving, the virus will stop moving, and then we can hopefully get control of it. I was talking to one of my loan officers and a couple other people earlier today, and whatever you believe, it doesn't matter what your belief is with everything that's going on. One thing to keep in mind is if anybody has to go to the hospital, whether you had any kind of illness, when that person walks in the door into the hospital, they shut the door. You as a family member cannot go into the hospital and be by their bedside. Okay, that's the CDC rule. So whether you believe this virus is traveling, if it is affecting people or not, or you're strong and whatever it might be, if your loved one goes into the hospital, you cannot be by their bedside. They're alone in the hospital, hopefully getting better. If not, then they're dying alone. And then the funeral homes have their own. I mean, this is morbid stuff that I'm talking about, but it feels like we need to talk about this to get you guys to really understand what's happening out there. I know I saw a whole bunch of people super excited that real estate is an essential business. I'm excited for you. But I think throughout this another 30-day of quarantine or safer at home rule, I think is actually our time out to sit there and use our common sense. Great that you're essential. I appreciate you guys, and I'm sure everybody else is too, but we've got to use our common sense. Just because it's essential doesn't mean we're now out there just doing whatever and not being careful. I have 4,950 friends, and I see some of you all flaunting, I'm essential, look at what I'm doing. Oh my God, please take care of your family. You might be invincible. You might believe you're invincible, and great that you're invincible, but I have yet to meet a human being that is. But if you were to carry anything home and that loved one ends up in the hospital, they're going to be all by themselves alone in the hospital, because hospitals are not allowing. It doesn't matter what kind of illness you went in for. It doesn't have to be for COVID. Hospitals are not allowing anybody else to go inside unless you are the patient. So I can tell you firsthand on that. That's a topic for another day. But please, please, please this is where you have to discipline yourself and work with your temptations and everything else that you're supposed to be doing, that's written in the books and all of that. So anyway, lots of information. I wanted to give that out to you guys out there so you have it. Reach out to me if you have any questions. 949-307-2292. I'm working. I'm here. I'm at home. So we're working. We have our computer fully running and functioning and all of that. So hope you guys are taking care of yourself. Pick up a phone and call someone, because the sound of the voice sends a different trigger to your brain than a text message. Okay? So pick up the phone and call them. If you can FaceTime them, FaceTime them. If you do Google Hangouts, do that. Find different ways of resources of meeting people. And get outside and get some air, but keep your social distancing, right? So I'm really praying for everybody, and I'm hoping, I know there are a lot of people that are suffering more than you see on social media. Understand that, okay? Because a lot of people go to social media to escape, to have different conversations, to keep their mind occupied and different things. So let's post fun things on there. Let's post things that distract people from what's going on in the world or whatever's going on in their life out there, and entertain each other on social media, or I try to stay off of it. But anyway, hope everybody's doing great and figuring out new recipes and stuff, and trying to stay healthy and are with the loved ones. That's the most important thing, right? So I will try to get back on here a couple of days from now, if not next week, and give you guys more update on what's going on in the lending industry right now. I am not going to call myself essential. I am essential, but freaking sitting right here from my dining table, you won't see me outside. And that's something that I have made a decision to be responsible. And so my children and my family too. All right. Well, you guys can find me online. You can find me on the phone, 949-307-2292. Hope you're doing great, and go be great humans, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.